We have learned that Teaira Whitehead has an extensive family, including 4 siblings who live here in Pittsburgh, and to her friends and family, she was known simply as TT. Take a look at the picture that we have of 16-year-old Teaira Whitehead. Now, she spoke to her family less than 24 hours before her body was found, and it's those last hours of her life that police are still trying to fill in. Police say Teaira is from Homewood, but was found about a dozen miles from her home in Riverview Park. Now, joggers found her body along a trail in the park just before 1 o'clock Monday afternoon, and her body was nude. Police spent hours collecting evidence there, but it's not clear what happened to Teaira or how she ended up in the park dead. Her death is being called suspicious because detectives say they have no evidence that shows how or where she died, why she was nude, or whether she was murdered. Now, Pittsburgh police do want to speak to anyone who may have seen her or spoken to her Sunday night into Monday morning. We are told today that the medical examiner's office did complete the autopsy, but they are waiting for additional test results before they release the official cause of death.
Autopsy, Teaira Whitehead, Draft 2. At some point, you found that the world was a dagger. The gap between your legs was meant to be filled. Your eyes deepened with the swallowing of the lesson. This is what they call womanhood for Black girls, and intimacy with hopelessness. Your last day of school, there were no ceremonies, no pomp. Maybe you watched your papers flutter in a summer breeze. Imagine the wind carrying you to your real life where there were no shields of bladed despair carefully placed between you and the nutrients you needed to stay alive. How long had you been dying? How many fingers of people trying not to catch you had you slipped through before you landed in Riverview Park? I blame us all for murdering you and still murdering you, refusing to say your name, putting distance between ourselves and your last breath. As if we do not know how 16-year-old Black girls wind up dead in a park to be found by random white joggers who are now concerned for their safety. Lying to ourselves about the viciousness of this world for Black girls whose deaths are only diplomatic misunderstandings in a war that is not happening. Us pantomiming a fictitious world where you decided at 16 to lie down nude in the park and die, and where we shake our heads and murmur about the peculiarity of you being found by anybody when you were supposed to be invisible.
We know that the teenager is from Homewood, that she last spoke with her family Sunday evening, and police are still trying to piece together the last hours of her life. Take a look at the photograph. This is who they have identified. This is 16-year-old Teaira Whitehead. Police say she was nude when her body was found at the base of a hill in Riverview Park. Investigators say joggers noticed the teenager's body just before 1 Monday afternoon, and detectives spent the next several hours processing the scene over the hillside and trying to determine what happened to her, how she died, and how she ended up on the trail in the park. Her death right now is being called suspicious because police say they have no evidence that shows how she died, where she died, or whether she was murdered. Teaira Whitehead went by TT, according to police. They say she spoke to her family Sunday night, less than 24 hours before her body was found, and police need to know what happened after that. They're looking for anyone who saw the 16-year-old or spoke to her Sunday night or Monday so that they can trace her steps and find out how she ended up in Riverview Park.